You're listening to DraftKings Network.
Summer's the best time to run the way you want. Dial it up with new challenges and programs and bring your workouts with you to make the most of outside sunny days. There's no better way to do that than with Peloton. With Peloton, take advantage of how beautiful it is outside right now. You can go on an outdoor run or even a walk if you're not feeling like running, all while working on your tan. Summer's the best time to push your pace. Move how you want, enhance your fitness journey, and feel like your most empowered self. Whether you're prepping for a marathon or improving your pace, whatever road lies ahead, your training starts here with Peloton Tread or Tread Plus. Peloton's programs and instructors take you to new heights. Tap into their expertly programmed workouts and real-time metrics like pace targets that can take your fitness journey to new heights. From their strength classes designed for runners on the Peloton Tread or Tread Plus to guided outdoor runs on the Peloton app, Peloton's classes challenge you to be your best. Call yourself a runner with Peloton at onepeloton.com/running.
By the way, Amin, you could have given me a little hand signal that your mic was off. You know, well,
I did.
You just waited. No, you waited till you talked, and you're like, "Oh, my mic's not on."
I looked at you and I was like,
you could have just quietly been like, and then I put you on, and then no one ever knows.
I looked at you and made eye contact.
I didn't see it,
and so I thought when I
No.
was like, either this is gonna work or it's not gonna work.
That was my bad.
Setting up Chris for failure.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
At least it turned out to be hilarious.
You know what I'm actually doing? I'm doing my silent protest of why don't this seat have one of these things? I don't
That's a good
understand.
question.
I don't
Talk
understand.
back button.
I'm just like
Any button.
the thing for all that shit. Like, why wouldn't this seat have that?
To not
functionality?
confuse Greg.
We have so many buttons around here.
Just don't let him. He don't have to touch it. Like he sat in other seats.
He would touch it, though.
We don't have a short. I'm with you. We don't have a shortage of buttons around here. So why not? Like we could add 3 more.
Right.
We have a million buttons right here. I'm just gonna start pushing buttons one of these days.
I always feel bad when like Greg yesterday coughed and Dan's like, "That's $2." I'm like, "Where's these? There's no mute button."
Well, he actually does have under there. There is a cough button for Greg. It's like a little.
Really?
It looks like a.
Yeah, David uses it a lot
Looks
when
like
he's
a
here.
detonator
I noticed.
button.
It's all the way. Our mark
I've never
is
seen
here.
Greg use it
Yeah.
though.
Our mark is here. The button is all the way over
Yeah.
here. That's not. Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah. It's a reach.
I mean,
I actually like that seat, so I'm going to ask them.
Better
because
camera angle.
I know. I like your seat better than I like my seat.
You want switch seats?
I mean, listen.
But you need that shit more than I
Dan
do.
asked me why I don't watch the show. It's because I look fat. It's because I have a terrible camera angle, and I can't watch myself. I can't look at myself. I'm disgusted by myself. I
It's a
am.
bad angle.
I'm disgusted by you too.
Well, thank you.
But like, also, why would you watch the show if you're on it? You know, like you don't need to hear your takes again, right? Although I have noticed when I listen back
No,
to
I
the
did.
show, I hear like things that I didn't hear when I
Same.
was sitting here.
That we
like,
whiffed on, right?
Like when you said apparently that the last place NFL game would get more viewers than the Super Bowl. I didn't even hear you say that
Blew
yesterday.
my mind.
And Amin came in here fired up that none of us pushed back on it. And I was like, I didn't hear it.
Like the Reagan Mawia conversation that you guys
Kind of like,
tuned down on.
you know, in the same vein as buttons. A lot of words are said around here. It's hard to catch them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
Also,
You want to talk candy?
yes.
All right.
Are we on?
I've
been on,
baby.
we've been on.
I think so.
Juju's been eating Jolly Ranchers all day.
Good. I was telling Amin before the show that I think there is no bigger disparity in candy in terms of like a box of candy, right? Than the red from the best candy to the worst candy within that same box. And I think it's Juicy Fruits. I think the red and the orange are so good, they're the best. The worst one is the black. And the disparity in that is such a wide gulf. I can't like maybe the cherry Starburst versus the lemon Starburst. That's a massive fall off. But I think it's Juicy Fruits.
So I love the overall topic of what candy has the biggest fall off to the lowest, biggest drop off.
Right. From best to worst.
From best to worst. That's a great topic. The problem is, Stugotz, and you've been saying it all day long, and I said at some point, I'm not going to correct you. I'm just going to wait till we get to this segment. Juicy Fruit, Stugotz, is a Wrigley's gum. It's like saying one of these Winter Freshes is really good, but the other one is bad. Or one of these Double Mints is really good, but the other one's bad. Juicy Fruit is just gum. There are no different flavors of Juicy Fruit. It's a yellow pack, and it's just 5 sticks of gum. It used to be 25 cents for the longest time. I don't know how much they cost anymore. But they don't come in different flavors. It's just Juicy Fruit. You're thinking about jujubes, I think?
I think I am, yeah.
Juji fruit?
Yeah. Yes.
Jujy fruit.
Maybe.
Is what the candy comes out. It feels like a slur, so I'm not going to say it again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like juju should be.
Right, I'm talking. So I said gum, so I misspoke. I said juicy fruit, right.
You said juicy fruit.
Not what I'm
Juicy
talking
fruit
about.
is
yes.
gum.
Juicy fruit is
Juji
gum.
fruit is a candy.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it looks like
Yeah.
there's a red, like raspberry, and then there's a brown or like a purple grape flavor. Is that what you mean? The black one?
Yeah, it's
But
not
Stugotz,
good.
dark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, there's an unequivocal
So I'm sifting
winner.
through, I'm sifting through the box. I'm trying to
You don't
find the
eat
good
those
ones. I'm
ones.
leaving the bad ones in the box. I don't like that. Just make all the flavors good. How about that?
I'll tell you right now, Stugotz, there's an unequivocal winner. There is no second
Is it
place.
Starburst?
No, it's not Starburst. Starburst, because I'll eat the Starburst flavors I don't like.
Lemon?
I'll eat lemon.
Really?
Like, if it's all that's left, I'll eat it. But I'll tell you what, jelly beans,
Right.
that black licorice jelly bean, ugh,
Terrible.
Nobody wants that
still
one.
eat jelly beans?
Samson likes those.
My
You know what,
actual
actually-
favorite candy is a root beer jelly bean. I know
Also,
that's strange.
Samson also
Really?
doesn't have
My
a sense
favorite.
of taste.
I was on Reddit the other day, and there was like a Ask Reddit thread about like what if you want a product for the rest of your life at some point, what was it? Like like in one of those contests.
Yeah.
I probably phrased that poorly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, like,
you
hey,
want a free thing,
a
for the
lifetime
rest of your-
supply
right.
of blank.
What was it? And so one guy got one like an oil change, and like there were a bunch of different things, but one of them was jelly beans, and it actually like they were like, oh, it's a lifetime supply of jelly beans, but it ended up being like a humongous bag that they got one time, and I can't think of something that I would want less than that many jelly beans.
We all know the brown M&Ms are the best tasting M&Ms, though, right?
No.
They're
Way
all-
better than
I
the
like
blue
yellow.
or the
They
red.
all taste the same. It's just a color.
No, they don't.
It's just a color.
I got a terrible
No, that's
like Fruit
hypothetical.
Loops.
So you thought I was talking gum.
No, I knew you were wrong in saying juicy fruit, and you kept saying juicy fruit. And I'm like,
I know.
no. I'm like, no, and then
Yeah.
you're like, no, it's juicy fruit. I'm like, okay.
I have this will test what your favorite candy is. This is a terrible hypothetical. You have to, for the next week, every 10 minutes that you're awake, you have to eat this piece of candy.
10 minutes you're awake.
Every 10 minutes you're awake for the next week, you have to eat one
Six
piece of
times
candy.
an hour.
6 times an
Can
hour.
it be,
you don't
like,
have to, like if
tiny?
it's Snickers, you don't. It's just a bite. Like you don't have to eat an entire Snickers if you choose Snickers. You have to take a bite of said candy every 10 minutes for a week that you're awake.
And then you have to take an insulin shot every day for the
Right,
rest
you're
of your
gonna
life.
be very sick. I'm just saying, if like I made you do this terrible thing, what candy are you choosing for this?
If I had to, let's
I'll
just
go
like-
Skittles. I'll
You're
eat
like-
a Skittle.
I'll
every
go
10
runts.
minutes. Runts?
Yeah.
It's nice and small.
Yeah.
You're telling me like
would hurt my
a
teeth.
weird
I like
sadistic
Runs.
genius said this is your life sentence. You have
Right.
to eat one of these.
You lost some random bet.
I'm gonna go with Reese's peanut butter cups.
I would do Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, see,
Peanut
I'm going
butter all
small.
day
Just throw a
long.
couple in your mouth.
Just
you're good.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeremy brought up a point. If you choose something like that, you're getting that same flavor for a week straight. Whereas if you choose Starburst every 10 minutes, I can at least have a different journey.
Nah, I like me a peanut butter and chocolate flavor.
Just a lot of peanut butter.
You're just not
in
going
the
to be
span
able
of
to
a
eat
week.
it for the rest of your
Did
life.
you describe the eating of a Starburst as a journey?
It's like, ooh, I'm in Pink World now. Ooh, look.